Hanover Shoe Farms proudly presents our star-studded roster of stallions. Captain Treacherous, leading sire of 2-year-old Pacers by total earnings. Stay Hungry, top 5 sire in total earnings from both of his first 2 crops. Tall Dark Stranger's first crop averaged over $80,000 at public auction. Papi Rob Hanover's well-received first crop hit the tracks this year. Green Shoe, top 10 sire of leading 2-year-olds by earnings from his first crop. International Money, top 5 sire of 3-year-olds by earnings in 2023. Hambletonian winning Captain Corey sends his first crop to the sales ring this year. And welcoming Dan Patch winning Volume 8 to our elite group of stallions.
Volume 8 destroys them.
Hanover Shoe Farms, the greatest name in harness racing.
With over 30 years of experience in wealth planning and a lifetime of involvement in harness racing, Matt Franklin at Wire to Wire Wealth can help you build a financial plan that addresses the unique circumstances of those involved in the horse racing industry. Whether you are investing to build wealth, protect your family, or preserve your assets, Matt at Wire to Wire Wealth will work with you through the wealth planning process from start to finish.
Standard Bred Horse Sale, the sale of champions. The hottest young horses in the industry. Sylvia Hanover, Geocentric, Captain Albano, TCI, Soiree Hanover, all sold at Harrisburg. Our 2023 sale included the top-priced colt sold at public auction, D. Cooning. 3 days of top-shelf yearlings and the #1 mixed sale in the industry, all under one roof. A great sale for sellers and a great sale for buyers. Don't miss it. November 4th through the 8th, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
I'm very excited today to be joined by Carter Pinske. Carter, I've known your family back to Grandpa Pinske, and you tell me there was even a father before that.
Yeah, 5th generation horseman. It's been in our family forever, so I really had no choice.
When did you start off knowing that this is what you wanted to pursue?
My uncle bought this farm in 99, 2000, and pretty much as soon as I started hanging around coming down here to Southern Oaks, I was addicted to it. When I go back to Minnesota, I wanted to come back like as soon as I get home. So,
when you're talking about your uncle, you mean Brian Pinske. Now Pinske Stables has become Marlish, your grandmother, your father Carl, and yourself, and wife McKenna.
yeah. It's always been kind of a family affair, but Brian, he had a pretty large, sizable stable. When he came down here, and like I said, I was just always in awe when I came down here. All I wanted to do was follow him around.
So tell me about, you just had another baby. This is a second son.
Yeah, another boy, Worth. He's just about 7 weeks old this week, doing well. So it's another new adventure, but couldn't be happier to have 2 boys now.
And you just had your big shindig, the hog roast. I heard that it was a party to be seen.
Yeah, the hog roast, I think it gets a little bit better every year. We kind of know, we tweak it all the time. And people are learning that it's not just for the people here. We want people to come enjoy it.
Carl, we're here today at Southern Oaks. There's no training going on. There seems to be a big party. What's this all about?
Well, we invite the guys over from the other training centers today. A little pre-competition party. So everybody gets together and has fun, and then in a month or two, we're going to go at each other.
How long has the party been in existence?
I think this is the 10th year, but I think we've done some parties before, maybe that haven't been recorded and advertised.
So there's food, there's someone playing, there's a band. It looks like a great time.
Yeah, it's going great. I'm ready to go eat.
Marlis, we're here with you, the matriarch of the Pinske family. Is this like the spring break for harness racing?
I think so. We've done this several years, and it's like the spring break, yeah.
I heard that you're the person responsible for the wonderful stuffing.
I am, and I just got roped into doing that once, and now I know I have it all down pat, so I make it every year.
What all is in there, and who is responsible for all the cooking?
Oh, I do almost no cooking. I do the stuffing, and the stuffing is just your and that's it.
So who else? Is there somebody grilling? What's going on?
Well, Uncle Tom does the pig, and he has some of his help from Minnesota down here, and they did the brisket.
We put 3 brisket on at midnight, and we started the 2 pigs at 4:30 this morning.
And John Bootenchain is always cooking. When we have a group, he's always cooking.
So he's horse trainer and chef extraordinaire.
Yes, always. He loves it when we're having a big crowd. He's always cooking.
Everybody here pitches in, and it's like I say, it's getting better every year, and it's a lot of fun.
John Bootenchain said his parents actually flew down for the event.
Yeah, there's several people that were in town, and traveled quite a ways to come to it. So.
But let's talk about some of the horses. A $210,000 purchase. You Don't Own Me. Looks like a spunky colt, has earplugs, really well put together.
Yeah, he's a flashy colt. Al bought him in Harrisburg. He's been kind of a pleasure to train. He's, like you say, he's all boy, but he's a great big gaited thing, strong, and he kind of does his job all the time. So I'm pretty excited about him.
Bobcat, the first year of the Gimpanzee crop, a $110,000 yearling purchase. He looks like a calm, cool guy.
Yeah, he's. I have 2 Gimpanzees, and it seems like they're pretty smart. He's put it together quickly. He's growing. He's going to be a quite large horse that I didn't think he was going to be when we bought him, but he's really shot up here in the last month. So he's still putting it all together, but like I said, I think his brain, physically, whatever he lacks, I think his brain's going to make up for it. So.
Perfect. Well, let's talk about RCC, an Armitage farm horse, $210,000 purchase, a coal black beauty.
Yeah, it's a full sister to Captain Corey. I think the Armitage guys are pretty excited to have her, and we are too. She's pretty flashy gaited. Being slick black like that, it's easy to pick her out. But she's been doing her job well. She's got her quirks, but she seems to have some speed. So.
First crop Papi Rob filly, Fab 4 Hanover, $140,000 yearling purchase.
Yeah, she'd be a 3/4 sister to Firestart Hanover, and she just does from day one. She just reminds me completely of Firestart. So if she could do a fraction of what Firestart did, it'd be a lot of fun.
Let's talk about the filly I love now, Beckoning Yankee. I think that she must hold a special place in your heart too. She's a little bit wild. She's giving you a little bit of a run for your money.
Yeah, she definitely has quirks. I'm not really even sure what I'm going to do with her yet. I've been tinkering. You can probably see in the video, that's the first time she's had that on today. I don't think it did anything, so I just keep trying things, I guess. But the thing that I like about her is that when she does go for it, she's got a lot of speed and a big gait, and she likes her job. I don't know. We got to figure out how to get her to follow better. So.
Well, I think that there's quite a few people who at this stage of the game are going through the same thing that you are. What do you do about that? I mean, what's the next move?
The biggest thing, and this is a nifty Norman thing, just keep going round and round in circles. Eventually they'll figure it out. Keep following horses, put them in groups, and you throw enough stuff against the wall, something will stick. So.
I know you've had a wonderful relationship with Nifty over the years. Before, you would just purchase, prepare them, send them to him. You told me you guys have had a little bit of a different working situation the last 2 years.
Yeah, so the last 2 years, but basically 2.5 years or 3 years ago with Amigo there, he kind of just said, you train some of them. So, he kind of pushed me to do that. I'm very thankful for Nifty. He's I owe him pretty much everything I know about racing a horse, and we've always had just a great relationship. So the last couple of years, we basically split them up. I train them down, and he gets the Eastern breds ones, and if the ones that are ready to go to Kentucky, I take the Kentucky ones. So that's how we've kind of split that work. But like I said, we've had a great relationship. We always bounce stuff back and forth off each other, and really owe a lot of credit of horses I have, success I've had to Nifty.
Irv mentions that you're one of the people that's influenced some of his modernization of training techniques that come from Nifty.
Yeah, I think we get caught up doing the same thing all the time, but the Kiwis and the down under people and the Europeans and stuff, they have a different mindset of training, and the main thing is it's not a lot of speed, and the way the breed is, we're of a pretty strong opinion that speed kills because they do it so easy. So we do a lot of distance, we do a lot of change in routines, trying not to be in the same slump all the time, right hand, left hand, using different muscles, stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm influential to anybody, but I picked that up from just watching Europeans and stuff and down under guys, just change. I think especially with the babies, getting out of a routine helps a lot.
So here at this farm, you own this farm, now you've got a new farm in Kentucky. Here you have, 3 or 4 different tracks? What will we see as far as tracks there in Kentucky?
We're building a all-weather limestone 5-ace track right now. It'll have a sand jog track in the center, and I'm hoping eventually we'll have a good strip. So just similar to here, I just put in a strip last year. Irv's been using it a bunch. I use it a little bit. It's not quite ready to train fast on, but it's good. It's good just to get a horse away from the racetrack.
So what about, it's deep sand, right? It's a deeper substance. So what would you be training there? Probably more endurance, I would say.
Yeah, it's a lot of, it's interval training, but it's a lot. You don't just go a mile. You go quite a ways. It's a little bit more time consuming, but it really builds a horse up, and it gives him a lot of air. So when you go back to the track and you want to go your fast mile, it seems easy to him.
You also, speaking of that building up the air, you do double headers.
Yeah, I do a lot of double headers. I think that's another thing I picked up from Nifty. It's just, to me, like I say, it builds up their air a little bit better. We want the heart rate to go up, fall back down, but not all the way back to base level, and then bring it back up again. And it just, I think, like I say, it helps the horse recover quicker, or at least they get used to it, I guess. So.
Well, thank you, Carter.
Thank you.